Dude, you know what we've never done as far as the Joe Pesci scales?
Oh.
What?
How many Joe Pesci's do we give each other?
Ooh. All right.
This
well,
could
how many-
ruin Comics and Chronic.
Okay. I'm going to give...
Who's gonna? Okay, let's see what everyone's
I'll
take
go
is.
first.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you really going to go first?
Yeah. I'm going to give Anthony...
Welcome to Comics and Chronic.
The metal episode.
This is gonna be fucking crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What up, boys?
We just did a line of weed.
A line of weed.
What?
I said we just did a line of weed.
Oh, nice.
Shit is going down, you guys.
It is.
It's going down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is another... We're not even doing anything crazy. We're just hanging out today.
We're just chilling.
We're just being bros.
Bros being bros.
We heard you guys like that sort of thing, so doing it again.
Oh, you know it. I like that.
What is that from, Jake?
Oh, I don't know. It's just something. It's like a mild Tourette's that I have where I can't stop saying it.
What's that? I like that.
Yeah, I just keep saying I like that.
But it's not I like that. It's like I like that. It's like a very specific staccato to it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I used to say hello, hello from that U2 song for
That terrible
years.
song.
Vertigo.
I used to say it, and not because I like that song or U2. It was like a weird tick. It got to a point where like I had no control over it. Like my friend pointed out, and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't even know I'm saying it." I had to actively stop. Like
There was like an intervention.
yeah.
Jake, you need to stop quoting you two.
Yeah.
Friend sat you down. It's ruining your life, Jake.
You're not even Irish, Jake.
Dude, I watched a weird ass movie last night.
Ooh, me too. But I'll tell you after yours.
I watched The Lobster.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Ooh, I love that movie.
Dude, that movie was bizarre.
It is a weird
Extremely
fucking
bizarre.
movie.
Yeah. So weird. I was just like, what the fuck?
That's the kind of movie I like. Like from the beginning, you're like, what the fuck? Why is it called The Lobster? And then by the end, you're just like, what the fuck happened? But I like the ride.
Yeah.
It's all about the ride.
Yeah.
Do you know a movie I just watched recently?
Tell me.
The Green
Tell us.
Knight.
Ooh, I want to see that.
I want to see it too.
Dude, it was fucking
good?
dope. I loved it, honestly.
Nice.
Don't get me wrong.
A24, man.
Yeah, dude, A24 puts out straight fire. However,
Yes,
I will
they
say
do.
a lot of people that watch it, they'll probably be like, this is fucking weird. Because it's not like what you think it is from the trailer. Like it's a weird movie, but I dig it a lot.
Dude, I love weird things.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We're all about the weird.
Honestly, I love weird movies, but there is a limit. Like my weird movie limit is it starts at Human Centipede. That's a movie I watched and I'm like, when it was done, I just felt like bad as a person.
Okay.
That's a different kind of weird, though. That's like less weird in the sense like weird shots and weird plot lines and weird music, and more
And weird
weird
ass
in
to
the
mouth.
sense that it's like dude sewing people together.
Yeah, that's weird.
Should
How's
I eat
that
the
not-
cuttlefish? Okay. I love that episode.
Oh, the South Park
The
episode.
South Park episode where they did the Human Centipede, and the guy when he has the choice between the cuttlefish and like a PB and J.
Yeah, that movie, I did not like it. And then Hobo with a Shotgun. You guys ever see that one?
No, I've heard of that. That shit looks stupid as fuck.
Actually, I did watch that and I liked it.
You
It looks
liked it?
so dumb.
I liked it a lot. It wasn't a great movie by any means.
Like,
but
it's
it
a
was
good
like-
idea. Like, it's in Grindhouse. You see it for like a second. Like it's like one of the fake movies that
And
like
then they made it into a full-on
and then they made it
movie.
into a real movie like Machete and stuff like that.
That's
I don't know. There's some movies where if they get like, I'm fine with violence, but that movie's like hyper violent.
Hobo with a Shotgun?
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
Ichi the Killer?
No.
I know the movie you're
Oh.
talking about, but I never saw
It's
it.
a Japanese movie. It's fucked.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's weird and it's just fucked in the head.
Did you watch the Japanese movie House?
No,
I have seen that. Yeah.
No, I have
That
not.
shit's a trip.
That's hilarious. That movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen 8mm with Nicolas Cage?
No.
Have you, Cody?
Yeah.
I saw that at a very young age and it stuck with me.
Dude, it's a movie about
It's
snuff
about
film.
snuff films. Yeah, it's fucked up, honestly.
Yeah.
That defined your whole personality, Jake.
Dude, I when I went to sleepaway camp at like 9 years old, my counselor showed it to us.
That's so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
And it definitely fucked with me, like from a very young age.
Oh,
I think it's why I
that's
have a high
hilarious.
tolerance for fucked up shit, you know?
that is so fucking funny.
And how do you feel about Nicolas Cage?
I want to fuck him.
Dude, so apparently the reason he's been doing all of these weird movies lately and like coming back is because he like fucked his life up and like got into insane amounts of debt and just like fucking went overboard, and now he's trying to like pick up the pieces. So he's like doing all these bizarre movies because it kind of is like bringing back a fervor about him. You know what I mean? People are kind of being like, holy shit, Nicolas Cage is great again.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen in interviews where he talks about like how he's like, he sees the scripts for these movies and like he's one of the few actors that are down to like do it because they're smaller budget, but they'll pay him a lot.
Yeah.
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 Like you're saying, like this is how it's almost like a scheme, but it works. Like Mandy was so good. Have you seen Mandy?
Yeah. Mandy was cool.
I love
Mandy-
it a lot.
It's actually a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
And then there was the color purple.
Color Out of Space.
The
That
color
was
purple.
creepy. Color
Yeah,
Purple.
yeah, with Nicolas Cage. Oh, you already know, Anthony. We're making that into a meme.
Yeah, that's a Photoshop. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah
Yeah.
Winfrey, and Nicolas Cage.
The Color Out of Space.
I haven't seen that. Is that good? What's that about?
Oh, it's great. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's basically like I want to say this is what the movie's about, but like a lot of it doesn't happen until like midway or almost towards the end of the movie. But like something like this alien crashes or like a meteorite crashes in Nicolas Cage's backyard, and like his family like slowly starts to like kind of mutate, but then they kind of get fused together. It's really like Cronenberg horror, like, you know, like super weird fleshy slime monsters that are grotesque and like they have human faces, but they're also really fucked up.
Like The Thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
but I
insane.
like Mandy better, but like this movie has like that fucked up like shock value to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This is just a we're talking about movies we dig episode.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Movie time
we
with the
dig.
boys.
I like Nicolas Cage. I never had anything against him as an actor or anything.
He just like, he's definitely known for like being an over actor.
Yeah, or just sometimes even just like, I mean, he's good in Lord of War.
Yeah, Lord of War.
Lord of War is a great
incredible.
movie. Yeah.
Oh, you guys ever see the Community episode where this is the exact like thing they have to prove in a class? Like they take a class where you have to prove whether or not Nicolas Cage is a good actor or not.
I don't
They kind of
know.
all go
That's
crazy
hilarious.
trying to do that.
That's hilarious.
It's like there's this movie, but they're like, but wait, what about what's the fucking movie with the bees at the end? The Wicker Man.
Wicker Man.
Dude, that movie is so funny. Have you guys seen that super cut of Nicolas Cage losing his mind?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's great
Dude.
at it.
Dude, yeah, it is. And like the way it like when the music hits its climax, it goes silent for a second, and then Nicolas Cage just starts beating the shit out of women in Wicker Man.
But that's a remake. Have you ever seen the original Wicker Man?
The one in
No.
the 70s or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, no.
Because Midsommar has big Wicker Man vibes.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely like greatly inspired by
Yeah.
not like huge, but there's like
There's a lot you
definitely-
could tell.
Yeah, a lot of it was a good inspiration.
Yeah.
Is it better than the remake? You like the original more?
Yeah, the original is better.
Oh, the original's way better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Nice.
It doesn't have that like mid 2000s horror thing, because that in the mid 2000s we were getting tons of like remakes, and a lot of them were just like either ultra violent or just like relied on jump scares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Speaking
true.
of that, but this is based on something we were just talking about. So you were talking about, or maybe it was Cody, how Marvel, the MCU, the genres they do, like the kind of movies. Can you say that again?
It's all one uniform feeling. Like Marvel movie is almost its entire, or Marvel universe is almost just one new genre
That's
that
true.
like takes place somewhere in between comedy, action, blockbuster, and whatever. But none of them anymore. They're all. It's like just kind of becoming one like color. You know, one note. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think you had said like, why don't they do like an espionage movie? You know, like we were talking about Winter Soldier. That's like a cool like little slice where it's just like it is of course an MCU movie, but it feels
like an
a bit
espionage
more.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how we're just talking about horror, the second Doctor Strange was originally supposed to be like a straight up horror movie.
Yeah.
And apparently the big bad was going to be Nightmare, which is pretty cool because he's like the evil Morpheus basically in the Marvel universe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But that's out the window, and I'm kind of like, I like Doctor Strange. It wasn't my favorite MCU movie, but I wish they would just do like straight up specific types of movies.
Yeah.
Like the original Ant-Man was going to be like a straight up Edgar Wright movie, but they didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything they do, they're so like it goes through so many levels of editing and decision making, like that gets taken away from the directors and producers and stuff like that. That, like I said, it's just all kind of one note, and I think that's like my biggest bummer with how, you know what I mean, what's going on in the Marvel universe these days.
Yeah, Jake, you were saying, are they losing us? Like, what do you think?
I think I originally disagree. You know, they're losing us, but I don't think they're losing steam, like with the overall global audience. Because like there's people now younger than us. Remember, these movies came out originally, 20 years ago, the first Iron Man? Or damn near? Like
2008.
There's now younger people who look at these movies the same way we looked at
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Like that's their shit. So I think they might be losing a more refined, cultured audience such as ourselves, but
yeah,
they're definitely not losing steam because they make money. Their movies make cash money every time.
Yeah, but they're just like losing. Basically, it's just like, I don't know. It's not as, it's for people who've been around and like especially adults since the beginning. I feel like it's just getting less interesting over time.
Yeah, I think doing different genres would be cool, like horror, thriller. Like, yeah, not everything you're right. It is all a mix of the same like universe.
Yeah, like Shang-Chi was supposed to be a kung fu movie. Like, I'm not taking that away from it necessarily, but I mean, it tried to be for sure. You know, it was still an MCU movie, but at its heart, it wanted to be like an American kung fu movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
but it's felt that if that was there, it was more in a sense of like tiny undertones rather and like references and Easter eggs rather than being a kung fu movie set in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that's what we would all like to see, but it's like I mean, let's face it, they want it to be cookie cutter, so it's easier to produce, easier to translate,
easier to market.
Yeah, because China is like the biggest market. Like China will get them the most money for a movie.
Yeah, but they can't use things like the title Captain America, or they can't even have like the gay scene from the Eternals. They like refuse to do that shit.
Well, I don't think they took out that scene in the Eternals.
In China? No, they for sure did.
Oh, they still did?
Yeah,
damn.
No, China doesn't play that shit.
Well, you see, like, fuck them. Like, that's when it's really just like, why pretend? Like, what? Like, they go through all this marketing, especially in America, to be like, you know, like it's a diverse cast, and that's all cool and stuff. But like, then they're just not practicing what they preach at all. It's so lame.
Yeah, well, it's because they want that money.
They want that Skrilla.
Right. But it's like, do you think? How do I want to phrase that? Do you think like the diversity is just a money grab? Do you guys feel that way about?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. They don't give a shit about. They just want.
Well, this is what I think, and I think we've mentioned this in one episode. The higher ups, people who run Marvel, don't give a shit. But I'm sure, like these people who are like, "Oh wow, this is my first time writing a Marvel thing." I bet like the artists down on that level are passionate about it.
Yeah, no, I agree. The writers, the directors.
It's why they get people like Ryan Coogler to do Black Panther. You know, they want
Right.
people who are going to be passionate about it. But the higher ups, the top executives, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they just see that dollar sign.
They're probably even they're all old, they're all old white men who are like, yeah, put some gay people doing gay shit in that movie. The kids will like it.
Yeah,
Not because I care.
Yeah, I feel like if we were to like interview any of these directors now, they would, say like they have creative freedom and stuff like this in the MCU. But I think once the MCU doesn't really exist anymore, and you were to talk to like Ryan Coogler, I bet he would have some words about how they operate over there. You know what I mean? Like, what's her name? Chloe Zhao for Eternals. Like, they hired her because they loved her, like, Nomadland and like her work like that. But Eternals doesn't feel that way. It just feels like an MCU movie.
Yeah, it feels like
kind
an
of
MCU
like
movie.
like they kind of have some of her influence, but it's just like they kind of want her name there almost just to say we have an Academy Award winning director.
It's almost a waste of these people's talents.
Exactly.
For sure. But if anything, maybe like all I'm hoping for at this point, because like don't get me wrong, I'm excited about Spider-Man. I'm excited about Sam Raimi's Multiverse of Madness. That's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most, just because Sam Raimi is always like weird and out there.
Yeah.
But I feel like if anything, the best I can hope for as far as like creativity and ingenuity is just that it gives these lesser known or more of an ability to do what they want with different projects in the future, like unrelated to the Marvel universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like help them like just make
it's a resume builder for some of these.
Yeah.
Which is
but like it's cool because if these directors make a ton of money doing the MCU, then they could actually fund their like personal projects that would probably be way better.
Their dream projects.
Yeah.
Dude, what if we fused Sam Raimi and Ving Rhames and got Ving Raimi?
Ving Raimi.
That's insane.
I think that's what the MCU needs. That's
Ving Rhames is in the MCU. You guys remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he has a small cameo as Vance Astro, and that is a cool character that I hope they bring back.
What? He's in Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yes, sir.
No way.
I didn't see that.
I saw the movie. I don't remember seeing him.
Because it's a quick cameo. Like even Miley Cyrus has a voice. You don't see her, but she has a quick cameo because James Gunn introduced. Remember Sly Stallone in the movie?
Yeah.
In Guardians 2?
I do.
He's the leader of the other Ravager gang, but in the comics, he's like the leader of the original Guardians of the Galaxy, or rather, I'm sorry, the future Guardians, like Guardians 3000.
Oh, shit.
And Ving Rhames plays this dude Vance Astro. And in the comics, he has Cap's shield. Like he's from the future, but now he's the guy that holds Cap's shield.
Oh.
And a cool thing, I don't know if Guardians Volume 3 will do this, but knowing that the MCU has spin-offs and stuff that they're capable of, I could see them doing a Guardians like 3000 type show. And in the comics,
there's Sly Stallone. And
yeah. And the cool thing about those characters is that when they introduce them in the modern times in comics, like let's say like mid 2000s, when the current Guardians meet them, like every time like they meet the characters, they start like shifting. And like there's this one character, Starhawk, and at first it's like a man, but then Starhawk's a woman, and then they keep changing back and forth. And then Vance Astro looks one way, and then he'll change, and like they'll all like change as like different universe versions of each other.
Interesting.
It's cool. It's cool Guardian shit. I like it a lot.
Nice.
But Ving Rhames exists there.
Ving Raimi, dude.
Ving Raimi.
Instead of Ving Rhames and Sam Raimi, what if we combined the two of them and they got hit with some space radiation and became the Thing Raimi?
The Thing Raimi.
We've just devolved into nothingness. What if we took a giant turd, blasted it with gamma rays?
What if the Thing Raimi fell asleep watching a marathon of Mr. Robot on USA and then became the Thing Raimi Malik?
That's insane.
What if?
Are you guys going to watch the remake of Home Alone on Disney Plus?
Yeah, probably.
I kind of want to. It looks
I want to because it's going to be so bad.
I'm probably going to watch it just because my son will want to watch it. That being said, I have no hopes, and
Yeah.
at best, it's gonna be okay.
Unless like the movie sucks, but at the very end there's like a post-credit scene and like Joe Pesci walks out of the shadows. And he's like to the new
No.
burglars, he's
Oh,
like,
shit.
I have an idea.
Yeah, I'm putting together a burglar initiative.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I could see it happening.
The Home Alone universe.
The Home Alone extended universe.
Yeah.
HAEU.
We got Tim Curry's in that universe.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
Dude, Tim Curry's that
Tim
dude.
Curry and Rob Schneider.
And Rob Schneider.
Let's not forget.
It's a Schneider verse. It's going to be the Schneider cut.
Oh, release the Schneider cut.
Release the
Schneider. Dude, I think in the next Justice League they should cast Rob Schneider as Green Lantern.
Oh shit. All right. Let's cast the Justice League using people from like SNL in like the 80s and 90s.
Okay, I like that.
So Rob Schneider as Green Lantern.
Guy Gardner, Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, like the most annoying one.
That's true.
But that Green Lantern's kind of tough as well.
Yeah, he's tough. He's like a tough guy.
Are you saying Rob Schneider's a tough guy?
Yeah. Dude, that's why he gets to make those terrible movies, because people will know he'll take some bodies down if he doesn't get his way.
I'm gonna go with Norm Macdonald as Batman / Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Okay. Adam Sandler as Robin. Well, that's not the Justice League, but
okay.
Colin Quinn is the Penguin.
Ooh, Colin Quinn.
Molly Shannon as Wonder Woman.
Molly Shannon as Wonder Woman.
Okay.
That works.
Sherry O'Terry as Lois Lane.
Hey, Clark.
I like Sherry O'Terry. I always thought she was funny.
It's
Yeah,
so
she kind of
funny.
disappeared.
Dude, she disappeared, but she does sometimes. You'll see her at the Groundling. She'll do a show a few times a week.
Nice.
Yeah, but Sherry Terry's Lois Lane.
Oh, I kind of almost want to put Tim Meadows as like Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about. I love Tim Meadows.
No, Tim Meadows as Martian Manhunter.
Ooh, okay. The ladies' manhunter.
Yeah.
Chris Kattan as the Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Dude, did you know he's doing stand-up now?
Really?
Chris Kattan? I believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw this like stand-up thing that I follow because they put together shows in LA, and they recently had Chris Kattan as one of the headliners, and he had this bit, and it was like just making fun of himself and his career and stuff like that, and it was honestly pretty funny.
Nice.
I was
gonna say Will Ferrell as Superman,
Okay,
and then the Wonder Twins are Tina Fey and Jimmy Fallon.
God, I always hated Jimmy Fallon on SNL.
That's why he's a Wonder Twin.
Well,
Yeah.
I honestly liked him infinitely better on SNL than I did on his own show.
Yeah, but I just didn't
mean-
like him at all because he always broke character.
Yeah, he was one of those
And
guys.
started a big trend.
Yeah,
of
it's like,
breaking character.
it's like shut up,
Yeah.
dude. Nothing that funny is actually happening.
Even what's his name? Like Horatio Sands would do that a lot too.
Yeah, but I like Horatio Sands.
Yeah, exactly. He was likable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about all that stuff with him and underage girls?
Oh,
No,
boy.
what?
I'm pretty sure it was
He's
him.
one of those.
No,
Yeah.
I would have heard.
Gross.
Yeah.
Fuck Horatio Sands.
Wait,
I
we
might
don't even
be-
know that.
I know it was one. It
You
was like
guys
an
don't
not taking
listen
it
to
back either
evidence
way.
or reason at all.
Give me a second.
Cody said it.
I'm looking
That's
it up right now
Look it up, Jake.
because
Is he held in such high esteem in your heart that you refuse to believe?
I'm
He
just
could be
not
a
going
piece
to
of
like
shit.
vilify from something I read off the internet with no fucking like resource whatsoever.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where like there was even a law. It might not be him, but I know there was like a
It might not
lawsuit
be him.
brought against SNL and NBC Studios and all kinds of stuff because they just like he would bring underage chicks to Christmas parties and get them drunk and stuff.
There's
like
an
that.
article in Vanity Fair. He was accused of grooming. Yep. So that is out there. So
Yeah.
I guess he's Gorilla Grodd or something.
He'd be a good Gorilla Grodd.
He's not going to be on the Justice League, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I liked Horatio Sands. He's in a show right now. I forget what it is. But I know. It's that show that I just watched, was actually had me laughing, with Nicole Richie on it. Fuck, the one where they're in a newsroom?
The Newsroom?
No.
That'd be hilarious.
It's some like, one of those, it's like a comedy, but they're at like pretty much like a Fox news station.
What is it on?
I don't know, because my buddy showed it to me when I was at his house in New York.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of this one.
Horatio Sands is in it, and what surprised me the most, I watched like 5 episodes of it. It's pretty funny. Nicole Richie was hilarious.
Nice.
I didn't know she, actually had like talent.
She has chops. She has comedy chops.
Well, I just mean, remember when her and Paris Hilton first came out, they were doing their stupid shit.
Yeah.
Do you
That
know
was
who
funny
Paris
in
Hilton
its
is,
own way.
Anthony?
Yeah. What does that have? Yes, I know who Paris Hilton is. She's not a movie. Well, she made a movie, so.
Oh, yeah.
Did she? What was her movie called?
A sex tape?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was
She was
called
in
One
House of
Night in
Wax.
Paris.
Oh, you're right. They did
Oh, yeah, she
call
was
it
in
One
House of
Night
Wax. One Night in Paris.
That's hilarious. Man, people really made their whole careers off of sex tapes. Why did we do that?
Because
We'd have been
don't
so
look
famous by
like-
now.
We don't
Yeah.
look like Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton.
You bite your tongue.
Yeah, you take that back. You speak
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah. Anthony looks exactly like Paris Hilton.
Yeah, look at this face.
Dude.
Now Cody can't stop staring into my eyes. It's getting a bit weird. Stop it.
So, dudes, do you have any dope plizzies for the holidays? Well, Jake, you just got done celebrating your holiday.
Yeah. But
Did you have a happy Hanukkah?
it was all right.
Sweet.
Hanukkah's not a high holiday. It's like a very forgettable holiday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's us Christians making it seem like a bigger deal just because it's next to Christmas?
Yeah, dude, you guys are trying to be cool by coming up with some stupid holiday about the birth of the baby Jesus.
Yep.
Yep.
Shit's
It's
whack.
cold and people are depressed. They need an uplifting story
Yeah,
every
dude.
year
A
during
story
that
about
time.
a Jew being born and starting a whole new religion off of him.
A Jew that was so cool, he was like, fuck it, I'm going to start a new religion.
This is going to be awesome.
Super Judaism.
We're talking about Stan Lee, guys.
Yeah.
Stan Lee, who wrote and drew every Marvel character and comic from 1961 to 2019.
Yeah.
It says that in Abraham's book.
How does it? No,
No, that's the opposite.
yeah.
His book is like, Stan Lee said he did
Didn't
this.
do anything.
No, he didn't.
But he capitalized off it. In
Yeah, make that
America,
money.
that's all that matters.
I mean, some of the reviews for that book on Amazon are so unfair. Like, they didn't even read the book. They just read the title. They're like, first of all, there was no fall. Because it's like the rise and fall of Stan Lee. They're like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Right away, you're saying he fell. And then they're just like, oh, this guy is saying that Stan Lee didn't do this. I know what Stan Lee did. He was a true, like what? Like,
Dude,
what?
people
how is
don't
that your
like to
argument?
have their world shattered.
I know, they
well,
can't handle it.
People don't want to see
Yeah.
their heroes be put in a bad light.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Like, and it's so dumb because he's not saying Stan Lee didn't do anything. He's saying, like when it comes to like Spider-Man, there's Steve Ditko, and Steve Ditko is the dude that Spider-Man exists because of him. And like
Yeah.
Stan Lee's kind of being slimy, trying to take like that creative credit where this guy is the one that did the hard work to like make him. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you if that dude's your idol, why are you fighting for that? Like, what?
Yeah. What about did you guys ever have in grade school? Did you guys like in 8th grade, I think I had to write a paper about my hero?
Uh-huh.
Did you guys ever have to do that?
No.
no, not
Maybe
that I remember.
for like
Maybe,
some
but I don't
blow
remember
off
who I
like
would've-
lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some blow off
Bummer.
lesson.
Yeah. Some blowjob
Well-
we had to give. Who did you write it about, Cody?
Homer Simpson.
I thought you were going to say Stan Lee.
Yeah, me
No.
too. Where was that going? Also,
No.
what grade were you in, by the way, when you wrote that?
8th grade.
Dude, if I were did your teacher give you an F?
A.
Oh wow!
Hey.
I forget. West Virginia public schools must be. Or you
I was in
you wouldn't get
California at
big-
the time, baby.
That doesn't trust me. I live
Oh,
here.
it's your
I live
state,
here. I see the
Jake.
kids. That doesn't sell me anymore. On it.
All I'm saying is The only reason I brought that up is because I don't give a fuck what people say about the creator of The Simpsons. You know what I mean? But my hero will never falter because he's a fictional character.
Okay, I would give you an A for that.
Yeah. Did you write that
I
in
didn't say
8th
that-
grade?
No.
That sounded very profound for 8th grade Cody.
No, I just wrote about how he's a dope dad.
Yeah.
And you're acting like Homer has never done anything wrong, where like the main staple of The Simpsons is like him choking Bart.
Actually, yeah, he's very abusive towards the kids.
A neglectful husband.
Yeah, no.
He also works at a nuclear power plant and barely does anything and puts it in jeopardy time and time again.
Some hero.
Yeah, this sounds like you, Cody.
Exactly. I'm just saying, look at that was my hero in the 8th grade, and look what it begot.
This is a legend.
At least it wasn't like Peter Griffin. That would just be like a watered down Homer.
Dude, so I was at the arcade maybe like 3 weeks ago. I was playing the Simpsons one.
Yes.
And in the old one, dude, when you pick your character, it says the age of the character. And for Homer, for Homer and Marge, they had him as like 34 and 32.
Holy shit. Like Homer's 34?
Yeah.
And Marge is 32? Jesus Christ.
But like when I'm a kid and you're watching them, I thought they were like older, like my parents' age.
Yeah.
Like they're like our age now.
Well, we are 34.
Yeah.
I know, but no, I meant like when I was a kid, my parents were never 34. They were always old as shit.
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you mean. I was going to say in the same way I saw in The Sopranos, like in the first season, Tony and Carmela, I think they're just like 36 and 34
like
or 38 and 36. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's true. People in the 90s aged faster. You know what I'm
They
saying?
did.
For sure.
Stressful times in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly feel like one of my biggest weaknesses is like I cannot ever tell how old like an older person is. You know what I mean? Like it'll always be
What do you
flattering.
mean?
Like I'll always think they're a little bit younger. No, that's why I said older person. Shut up. Like if
Horatio Sands over here.
No. Do you guys know what I mean though? Like, I can't ever tell. Like, I wouldn't be able to guess that you guys are going to be 34 or are 34. You know what I mean? I'm just like 26. I don't know. Like,
Really? I don't know.
I just
I guess
can't
so.
tell.
I mean, I can narrow it down to probably half a decade.
Yeah, but that's still not. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying. Like, I feel like I'm just never very accurate. I don't know.
Dude, in the Game of Thrones books, the characters are significantly younger.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like
Especially Daenerys and Jon.
They had to do that just to kind of like make it. I don't know. I think like
well, also in medieval times, life expectancy was nothing. Like
Right.
30 years old, you were considered like actually like should be told that time like 16, 17, you were considered a man grown. And you had to like, and in the books, George R. Martin goes into like, have you read the books, Anthony?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're great, man.
Yeah.
I love them.
Been
He goes into
waiting
such
on,
detail.
Winds of Winter for a very long time.
it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen. Honestly, I don't think it ever will.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if like I like caught up with the show, like I read all the books to catch up with the show, but now like if they ever come out with Winds of Winter, I'm gonna have to reread the books. I feel like at this point.
I don't think I have it in me to. I've actually the only book I've reread is the third book because that's the best one in my opinion. Even though I like the fourth one a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Feast for Crows.
Yeah.
I just honestly like the last season of the show was so bad that I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like don't make any spin-offs. Don't do anything. Just let it die.
Oh yeah, there's House of Targaryen.
Yeah. Do you think that because the last season was so bad, does it ruin all 8 seasons?
Yes.
Does it ruin? No. That's outlandish. So for you, it ruins the cultural impact that Game of Thrones had?
I legitimately think so. I'm not saying, okay, I jumped the gun. It doesn't make season 1 bad. It doesn't make season 2 bad. It doesn't make the seasons that were good bad at all, by any means. But it's almost like
it tarnished the name.
It tarnished the name, but also it's like we know the end point of the TV show journey. Yeah. If that's where it's leading, it's almost like, well, you wasted my time here, despite it being good at the time. And then because it's such a sour ending, I think it does ruin the impact because we're still talking about it, so maybe it's in the culture still. But if it was a good ending, I don't know. I just think people would have been happier to talk about it more. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like these days, just it getting brought up will bring out a groan in people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's true. Before it didn't used to bring out a groan initially.
Right. People were hyped.
I feel like the 8th or whatever season it was, the last season, 7B, whatever it was.
Is that how it is on like HBO? It says 7B.
Well, for like Sopranos, it's
Sopranos I was
season
gonna say,
6, part A, part B.
Yeah.
But it's technically just season 6. Like they just split
just-
it up.
yeah,
There was
just
like a
split- just
hiatus or
split it.
something.
Yeah, just split up. Still just season 6.
But anyway, like talking about Game of Thrones, I feel like the season 8 should be for you, Jake, a huge sense of the same feeling you feel about Nick Fury getting his eyes gouged out by a cat. Like they just made so many points useless.
Oh,
so
I know.
many they left so many loose ends. It was just
Dude, there's a YouTube
Good
video
comparison.
that put together all of the writing flaws from literally even just one season prior to that, to where they're talking about the Iron Fleet and so something when like Daenerys takes out what's his name, the other Greyjoy, the uncle.
the
Oh,
crazy one.
Balin?
Yeah, there we go. Balin
The
Greyjoy.
Kraken or the
yeah,
Kraken,
yeah,
whatever.
that douchebag, and how they're like, they got David Benioff and DB Weiss clearly got lazy when they were writing that season, and they were
Oh, yeah,
offered,
they-
they were offered more episodes, and they're like, "No, we'll just do it in 8." And everyone's like, "Why? Why?
Yep.
Why can't you just take your time and like write a good show and finish it and not forget?" It was so forced.
No, it's hilarious. I think part of it has to do with the fact that HBO offered them. Well, first they were going to do the next Star Wars, and they were like, "Nope, Game of Thrones sucked. You guys aren't touching Star Wars."
Yeah,
And then they were supposed to do this HBO show about if the Confederacy had won.
yeah.
And then people were like, "Fuck that, we don't want that." So
Yeah.
now they're doing shit. They ruined Game of Thrones, and then they have nothing going on now.
I honestly hope that their careers are ruined.
Nuh.
I don't know. I read a David Benioff before I even actually I think watched Game of Thrones. He wrote a book called City of Thieves, which is awesome. So I do like David Benioff as a writer.
He also wrote Troy.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think both of them did. I think they both worked on that. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Troy was a good movie.
I fucks with
Yeah.
Troy. I fucks with Troy.
No, they were good at one point. They were great at one point. But like you
They
said,
were
they
good
did get
up
lazy.
until like the last 2 seasons, and they got lazy. And they themselves were probably like, "I'm kind of over. Like we've been writing the show for years. I want to
Yeah.
go off and do new shit."
They clearly needed to pass the torch instead of like burning it down.
They should have passed the torch,
Yeah,
and
for
they
sure.
should not have forgotten like huge plot points.
Yeah, there's like there's a behind the scenes like table read of I think maybe the last script, and you see like, or not the last script, but like throughout the season, and you see like Daenerys, Amelia Clark reading it, and she's like, "What the fuck?" and she's kind of laughing, and you see the actor that plays Varys reading the script, and he's like, "What the like this is how I die? Like what the hell?" Like because he just gets like burned to a crisp by a dragon.
Yeah, it made
Like,
no sense
what?
that Varys died. A at all. B like that.
Yeah.
Varys
They
is
just
like,
needed to clear the board, and they did it in the stupidest ways.
They also like, dude, that whole battle at Winterfell against the White Walkers was so dark. You can't
so bad.
You can't see a single fucking thing. But it's supposed to be this epic battle. I was like, I can't see
It
anything.
didn't feel like it.
It also felt instead of like watching like comparatively to the other, it felt like watching a CGI scene of a video game based off of Game of Thrones rather than the show itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they have handled big battles better. Like every other
Oh
big
yeah.
battle on the
Every
show
other
was
big
way
battle was better than
Battle
that.
of the
Battle of the
Bastards.
Bastards.
Yeah, that was
battle.
my favorite for sure.
Yeah, like
And of course with the White Walkers, like fucking they're the huge threat, and they're kind of taken out pretty easily. Like that's it. They stop at Winterfell. They should have won and kept going.
they were taken out very easily considering they've been teased from the first episode of the first season.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, that's it. Also, like Theon, I thought Theon went out like a dumbass. He just
Yeah.
charges him with a spear. I was like, really? That's lame.
Yeah, they really were lazy, man.
What happened to Ghost? No more Ghost for some reason. They couldn't fit him in the
Yeah.
budget. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
literally, they couldn't.
No, I know, but that's stupid. Like the things
It's
that people liked
extremely
most
dumb.
about Game of Thrones, they like got rid of.
Yep.
It was just so bad. I
Fuck DB Weiss and fuck David Benioff.
yeah. Like
You're
if
listening.
George R.R. Martin does finish the books,
He's not.
I
He's
feel
a
like they-
fat fuck who's gonna die.
or if someone picks up the mantle and finishes it, someone finishes it. Hopefully he doesn't die. But either way, if they finish the series of books, then reboot the show. I don't give a fuck. I'm down to go for the ride if I know that there's a better ending involved.
I don't want to see a reboot of the entire show.
Yeah, I just think they should. I think they've ruined the series, and they should just let it die in peace.
Or do I'm actually down for them to do all the history and shit because Game of Thrones has a lot of like history and shit.
Yeah. So are you going to check out the House of Targaryen
Yeah,
show?
I'll watch the first episode, see what's up.
Nice.
But it has to grip me the same way the first episode of Game of Thrones grips you when Jaime pushes Bran out the window.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, this dude just killed a kid. I gotta watch the next one.
And I think they're expecting people to think that way, you know?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there were a lot of people who were like, oh, dude, I didn't watch Game of Thrones when it first aired because I'm not really a big fantasy fan. My buddy James is telling me, he's like, oh no, dude, you love it. It's really not like magical.
It's almost like a political thriller.
Oh yeah, it's mostly political, and like the magic takes like a backdrop. And
right.
I was like, all right, I'll check it out. I watched the first season, loved it, and then I read all 5 books before the second season came out.
Nice. See, I did something very similar, except like I didn't start watching it until maybe like the 3rd season was out, and then once I finished the first season, then I read the rest of the books.
See, I think I watched the entire series to get right before the 6th season came out.
So you were just like, we've established a poser.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dude, you know what we've never done as far as the Joe Pesci scales?
Oh.
What?
How many Joe Pesci's do we give each other?
Ooh. All right.
This could ruin Comics and Chronic.
Okay. I'm going to give...
Who's gonna? Okay, let's see what everyone's take is.
First.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you really going to go first?
Yeah. I'm going to give Anthony 6, Jake 1.
Fuck you, Cody. You piece of shit.
No, I could never do that because I haven't given anything a 1 on the Joe Pesci scale.
Yeah.
Are you saying Jake is worse than Wonder Woman 84?
I'm worse than Eternals.
Our friendship is.
Oh.
Well, you didn't say rate your friendship.
Yeah, I said rate each other
On a purely personal
on
level.
a purely personal level using the Joe Pesci scale.
Damn, which people in my life would I give a 6? And then I have to go from there.
Cody, are you sticking with your 1 for me?
No,
Dead serious about it.
no, dude. I'm the easy one, and you guys are 2 of my best friends in the world. I have to give you both a 6.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a 6. Maybe not always a 6. Today it's a 6. There's some wiggle room there.
Cody, I'm giving you a 5.2.
I mean, you're hypercritical. I accept that.
Anthony, I'll give you a 6.
Wow, I get a bigger score than Cody.
You get a bigger score because you're the most useful to the show.
Oh, okay. In that case, I agree.
No, I'll give Cody a 6 too.
Hey,
I love you guys.
See that?
Deep
It's all love here.
Deep down somewhere, I hate Cody.
Yeah, well, the feeling's mutual, Bubby.
Hey.
I hate both of you. Anyway, so let's talk about. No, I don't hate you guys. I don't really hate anybody. I don't think. I mean, I hate.
You don't have
Nazis,
any hatred in your heart?
Not for like a single person that I know personally.
I hate the creators of Game of Thrones.
That's true.
But like, if I saw them in person, I wouldn't be like, I fucking hate you guys. D&D,
I would.
You know you wouldn't.
You would.
You'd be like, hey, douchebags, I fucking hate you.
Dude, I bet they shouldn't be able to show their faces in public.
Dude, did you see Did you see that TikTok of that dude who's like, he's filming himself next to Joel Osteen?
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you're."
He's like, she's like, "You're a piece of shit, right?" Like, you can tell Joel Osteen like at first doesn't understand him. He's like, "You're a piece of shit." He's like,
Yeah.
"You know that, right?" He's like,
Dude, that's so funny.
The way the guy filmed it was so smooth too, because Joel Osteen walks away. He's like, "Yep, yeah, just so you know, yeah, I'm a piece of shit."
Yeah.
He's just like so smooth about it.
That's hilarious.
I'll give Joel Osteen a fucking 0. He doesn't deserve to be on the Joe Pesci scale.
Yeah, Joe
Ooh.
Pesci would murder Joel Osteen.
I want to see that. I want to see that fight.
Yeah.
We got to give Joe Pesci, we got to like use the time stone to give him his youth back. Have him murder Joel Osteen in a field like at the end of Casino.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Just brutally.
Oh god,
I would see that. I would watch that.
that's a
I'd,
great, that's a great scene.
if that was Hobo with a shotgun, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Should we expand the Joe Pesci scale? You think it's good at 6 Joe Pesci's? Is that a good number still?
I think it's the best number because because every time something gets a perfect scale, we bring out the devil.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, we've
So
summoned
our
the devil a
friendship
lot.
with each other is a 666.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
The most demonic friendship.
Dude, we need to like somehow get Joey to like put a pentagram just like very delicately in the background of Comics and Chronic logo.
In the logo. Oh god, that's hilarious.
That'd be funny. Remember, Jake said he tried to summon the devil.
That's
Dude, I did. I did try.
Was it successful?
Not to,
Did you ever notice anything weird after that?
not weirder than anything I've ever experienced before that. No. Well, then it's funny because I tell that story, and because all I did was smoke weed, and it was like, "Yo, Satan, if you're real, like, show yourself, and I'll sell you my soul, like, if you give me sweet powers and whatnot." And no, nothing ever happened. And they're like, "Oh, well, you didn't do it right. You have to like, use goat's blood and this and that." And I was like, honestly, I feel like that shit is all bullshit. Satan can hear you just like God can hear you. If he wants to come, he'll come.
Yeah.
Oh, he will.
But
And I'm calling Satan out right now for being a straight bitch.
dude, he'll come, dude. One of these days, you're gonna like wake up and there's gonna be a black goat in your apartment.
Oh shit! Like, yo, black fella, what up, dog?
Like, I feel like why, like if we go by the lore, like if we treat it like a comic, right? There's nowhere in the Bible or anything that says like he's a fallen angel and then suddenly he's like a demon who wants your soul. Like it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like, he's just
there's
like
no
pisses off
transition
God.
from that.
Yeah, exactly. Like so that's why I still stand. Like if Satan was real, he'd just be like, I don't know, he's a dick. Like when you guys read Second Coming, it kind of has that flavor. Like Satan is still trying to do Satanish stuff, but he's not like a.
Oh, I can't wait to read it. Honestly,
Yeah, God is such a dick in that comic. He's just like the biggest asshole.
Dude, God has a dick in real life, bro.
Yeah,
Read between the lines.
Hey,
That God. I'm calling out God. You're calling out
dude,
Satan.
I'm calling out God and Satan. I'm calling out Buddha right now. Come at me,
shit.
Buddha.
dude. There's this comedian Brandon Wardell or something like that.
Bam.
Is that Buddha?
What is that? Is that Buddha?
That's laughing Buddha.
Nice.
Nice. Dude, no, but there's this one comedian that has a bit that I love. It's stuck with me since the first time I saw it, where he talks about the reason Christianity is so successful is because Jesus is such a hottie. And he's like, Buddha, that religion actually fucks, but Buddha, kind of a fat uggo,
It's true.
It's not very zen of you to say, Cody.
No.
Don't fat shame people.
I feel like I'm not a very zen person.
You just fat shamed Buddha, you piece of shit.
I was repeating somebody else's comedy bit.
I got my Buddha right here.
Hey. Kirby.
Fat Kirby.
Dude, the soul sucker.
That's
The
awesome.
soul sucker. Dude, Kirby. Let me if you could get a blowjob from Kirby, like if he offered you a blowjob, or do we know that Kirby has a gender? Or is it just
I don't know if Kirby has a gender.
Yeah, it just has this cosmic being.
Kirby,
Yeah.
I don't know if Kirby's
like Galactus.
Yeah, I feel like not even I feel like nobody could beat Kirby in either the DCU or the MCU.
Well, because Kirby's literally like a black hole.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. And he could copy you.
The thing is, if he inhaled Dr. Manhattan, he would become Dr. Manhattan.
Oh,
Yep.
you're right.
He would.
Just a blue Kirby with that little circle.
Yeah.
This is Kirby about to inhale.
Hey.
The guy from this little Japanese shop.
Nice. How many Kirby's do you have?
A lot, bro. I'll show you that. Dude, there was more too, but I just didn't want to like spend too much money. But then there's just chilling happy Kirby.
Nice.
That
kind of looks like the amiibo one.
I got Kirby riding into battle on a fucking star.
Ooh, that's a sick one. I like
Yeah,
that one.
dude.
Dope. Is either of you guys use Kirby as your main in Smash?
I can.
Nah. I actually don't.
I like Kirby a lot in Smash,
Kirby's pretty dope.
but not my mains.
Yeah. I feel like he's a great character if you don't ever play the game. Just pick Kirby and you're going to kick ass.
Yeah, he's really good to give to like my son. My son is pretty good with. He's good for noobs.
Who were your mains in Smash Brothers?
Samus.
Yep, Samus is my main of mains.
Your main of mains.
Samus and Pit for me, but mostly Samus.
Pit. You would be a Pit user.
Hell yeah, you can't
I'm a
touch my
Samus.
Pit.
I like Samus, Ice Climbers, and Jigglypuff.
Ice Climbers.
Nice.
I
Ice Climbers I like them a lot. Yeah, but they're your main. Wow.
Maybe I'm just not good with them, but
they could kick ass. You got to watch out for some of their moves because you're being like both of them, right? But if you kill the first one, you die. But if you kill the sister, I think they're brother and sister.
Yeah.
So if you kill the sister, you still survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they could both do moves. So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but got to watch out.
Yeah.
I don't like Ice Climbers.
Who are your mains?
My mains, I guess you guys named 3. I'll name 3. Luigi, honestly. Like Luigi, I fuck shit up with. Marth.
Nice.
Big fan of Marth. And then honestly, I always go with like a heavy. It's usually Bowser or King Dedede.
Yeah, I remember you being King Dedede a lot and kicking ass.
Yeah, I like King Dedede a lot. He's slow, but he's fucking powerful.
Kirby's arch enemy too.
Exactly,
yeah, dude. A lot of people like, or my stepbrother used to really fuck shit up with Donkey Kong.
Nice.
I remember anytime he picked Donkey Kong, I was like, well, this is going to be a fucking boring match. He's gonna just edge guard. And
I like Sonic a lot, honestly.
I don't ever use like the main. I don't use like Mario. I don't use Luigi. I'd rather use Luigi than Mario.
I'd rather use Luigi. Ever since they changed Mario's down B to the fucking water pump from Sunshine.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. I wasn't ever a big. I like that game, but I don't like that move.
No, yeah, me neither.
They just added Sora. He was the last character.
Oh, really?
I haven't used him yet.
He's fun. I like Sora. Sora's such a dream character to have, but by this point, I'm like, I don't really play Smash a lot.
Yeah, I haven't played Smash in a while.
See, KO and I play Smash. I play it like a couple times a month just because KO and I like to.
Who wins?
Down.
You or KO?
Honestly, now it's usually him.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Beforehand, it was like the kind of thing that like I have to like give it my all. If I give it my all, I can probably come out on top.
Yeah.
But like if I'm just like chilling playing, he wins most of the time.
Nice.
Yeah, he's just how the younger generation just like picks up electronic shit so much.
Yeah,
faster.
seriously, it's like a crack.
Yeah, he can't beat us though. You just suck at it, Cody. Me and Jake are.
Oh
good.
well, yeah, I'm much more of a casual gamer. Than
Anthony, you and your crew were always some of the most fearsome Smash fighters I knew.
That's right. You got to watch out. Me and my crew can't smash us.
Pretty much everyone. I mean, like pretty much like everyone like can smash pretty decent on a decent level. No one is like bad.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the only reason I got good is by years of just getting my ass kicked against my friends who are way better.
Yeah, dude. One time, me and my friend Spencer, we entered a doubles Smash tournament.
Sick.
Yeah, it was done at a bar, but there's a lot of people there, and I think we won like our first 2, and then we lost. Got our asses kicked on the last one.
Damn. Yeah, like I don't know who's out there in the wild that's really good at Smash. I feel like odds are if like you're my friend and you invited me over to your house or we're like playing together, I could probably beat you. Like I feel confident enough to say that.
Anthony is,
but not like a random person.
Yeah,
you guys could both beat me.
Oh, we know.
But see, I'm very different. Most people who like to play, I like to have items on. I like to have stage. I like the chaos.
That's for children.
Hour.
Yeah, it's for little babies.
I'm
you
a
play
baby.
on baby mode.
Yeah, it's baby mode, baby bitch mode.
Dude, I'm a big old baby.
Dude, I'll tell you what I can't be beat at though. And I'm not even exaggerating. Is Mario Kart.
Ooh,
like it's just impossible.
I'm not great at Mario Kart, so I'm not gonna.
Nasty.
I give that one to you.
I was when I was younger. I was like one of the best people I knew. I like was hard to beat, but I play so few and far between these days that like the other night, me and my roommates were playing, and I was just thrilled to be getting like third.
You were playing the new one for like Switch?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But boys, I'm gonna have to get off of here.
Oh.
All right,
I gotta go to my job.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys will check us out next week. Tune in for our Spider-Man one because that should be dope. Go see it so you can talk with with us.
Yeah. If you don't see it, then why are you listening?
Yeah,
Just
seriously.
fucking see it.
Get the fuck out of our face right now.
Yeah. This episode's over.
Yeah, peace. Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.